Hey YouTube, I'm here with,
Eric.
and what'd you just do? You went,
I went X1 with kind of pure Shaddolls.
kinda, yeah. I mean, you've
Yeah,
been
kind of.
wrecking
Yeah.
the locals in the last couple
Yeah,
of weeks
a
with
little,
Shaddoll.
something, something.
So let's see what we got here.
Yeah, of course. So, shout out to Robbie because I forgot my playmat today, but I won this in a raffle, so it came in clutch. So
There you
thank you,
go.
Robbie. So also shout out to Javier because he let me borrow the Invoke stuff for a while, but he took them back. So actually, I take that back, Javi. Screw you. So we're playing a more pure build today. So anyhow, we're playing 3 Squamana, obviously the best Shaddoll monster, basically construct on legs. 2 Wendy, 2 Hedgehog, 2 Ariel because Ariel is really, really good. And for the one-offs, we played Dragon, Beast. Beast is amazing. I don't know why people call Falco because once you exhaust your resources, this is how you play out your graveyard. And the grind game is absolutely absurd with this card. And for the last one, we're playing Genius. And Genius didn't come up today too much, but if you're playing the Invoked or Nadir Servant engines, this is really busted because under Meltdown, you can summon App Clone and this, and just that's 2 negates that they cannot respond to. It didn't come up today, but in theory, it's really good. For my normal summon, we substituted Alistair for his sexy counterpart, Riliona, the Magistus of Vere. So if you guys don't know what this does, basically it searches Magistus Invocation, which is basically a polymerization. So for that reason, it's a very strong normal summon. Plus, if it gets ashed or veilered or impermed, it's still a light at the end of the day, so that's Construct. For the hand traps, we played 3 Veiler. This is the best hand trap in my deck just because it's a light and a really prominent hand trap this format. So it comes in clutch. Jewel and Lockbird too. I like Jewel because I can still normal summon it and then link it off into Artemis, so it can become a light if need be. So all the cards in my deck are very versatile in that sense, and that's why I only play the one Saki Ash. I was playing multiple Ash, tested at 2 and 3, but I just kind of put this deck together today, so I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna throw 1 Ash in there because it's the best hand trap in the game. And then 2 Kaijus. Again, these are light, so it's versatile for my deck, and just gets over Dragoon and any problematic card that at Ignister deck that guy's obnoxious, and you slowly spin your card around and said, hey, here you go. So really good, and although it's 3,300, you can always beat over it with Construct, so it's not really a big deal. Didn't really come up today. I fused it off a couple times, but anyhow, Shaddoll Fusion, the best card of my deck. I always get a little reserved when I'm about to play this because if it gets ashed, I'm very, very sad. Sad boy hours. And then we play 3 El Shaddoll. So Shaddoll Fusion is definitely way better in terms of power, but this is way better in terms of flexibility, in terms of OTK, chain it to anti-spell, chain it to Imperial Order, chain it to just anything you can think of. So this is really versatile for that reason. And then we played 2 Magistus Invocation and 1 Saki Super Poly. No, it's not Super Poly, excuse me, Polymerization. 1 because it is Spanish, secret, and just sexy, right? So we like to play that. Plus, this deck, if you do not see a fusion spell, you're probably losing. So you want to max out on fusion spells because you have to open one. That's not negotiable. My one-offs, we're playing Foolish Burial. Instant Fusion has a couple of roles in this deck. So if I have a light in my hand or a Shaddoll, but not a Shaddoll monster, or sorry, excuse me, if I have a light in my hand, but not a Shaddoll, I can summon out Winda and then get into a fusion play that way. Or I just go for Millenniumized Restrict. So just protect my plays. I can play freely, and yeah. And Call by the Grave, really great. You gotta play 1. For my traps, I play 1 Schism, really elevated the deck so much. Resh in Invoked or Nadir Servant, I probably wouldn't play this even though it's such a great card.
That card's crazy.
It's crazy. So in more pure build, we definitely want to play this because yeah, that makes your grind game like impeccable. And then for the spice, we play 3 Evenly Matched. And the reason I decided to play Evenly Matched is just because I wanted to, without the Invoked engine, I really wanted a blowout card that's gonna help be a great equalizer. So it actually came in a couple times today. Against trap or back row decks, this is really good. And I was able to resolve it. He went like -4 on this 1 card and proceeded to blow him out. So that was really good. For the extra deck, we play 3 Big Mama Construct. Construct is Bay, and I actually like this artwork. I don't know why people don't like this one, but I actually do really like it. If I could play 7, everyone says this. If you play 7, I'll play 7. So me too. 2 Apclone, I wish I could play 3. 2 Window, I wish I could play 3, but just extra deck space is tight. One Millennium Eyes, super clutch because even after you summon them off Instant Fusion, there's a way you can bring them back out with Celine. So yeah, it's really good. Honorary Shaddoll Gravity Controller. You guys know the deal. Artemis, just to get into light plays. One Cross Sheep. This is the flex spot. Phoenix, it actually came up today one time. So in theory, I just need a generic another Link 2 to get into. So that's Nightmare Phoenix. One Celine for my Link 3. And Appaloosa and the one Abyss Dweller. So Abyss Dweller didn't come up today, but in theory it's just really, really good. I had to go out of my way to make that card, so I can if I want to, but I usually don't because my follow-up plays are not as strong. But Celine is actually crazy because you can bring back Millennium Eyes or you can bring back App Clone for another disruption during your opponent's turn, so busted for that reason. So that's the extra deck. And last but not least, probably arguably the most important part of your deck is the side deck, which I really gave no thought too much today because yeah, I literally just like put it in and it worked out. So 2 Cosmic Cyclones and 1 Harpy's Feather Duster for back row, 2 Super Polys. I was playing this, I have the secret ones, but they don't look that good. So for some reason the commons look better. 1 Mud Dragon just for a Super Poly target in case. 2 Nibiru didn't come up. 2 Lancia. Really great this format. It's very slept on. 2 DDG also very slept on, very good. And for the Super Spice, Tremendous Fire. I had to read that real quick. So my friend played a burn deck against me and was just like killing me with this. And I was like, wait a minute, is this card still legal? He's like, yeah. So just the way that time is set up now, which is really unfortunate that Konami did that. But because of that, cards like this is really, really good. So it didn't come up today, but it will one day, I believe.
All right, man. Any last thoughts?
I like to thank God. No, I'm just kidding. Thanks, Robbie, for taking the time to look at my deck profile. I thank my mama for giving birth to me. And Hobby, you will pay.
All right, thanks, man.
Thank you.